Right, today's video is going to be cooking my own sort of bread cake kind of thing. So we have gluten-free flour, baking powder and bicarbonate of soda. We have ground almonds and we have squidgy honey, okay? That's all you need. It's a very spitball kind of recipe. We've got a small mixing bowl, spatula and a little bread tin, cake tin actually. So, the way we spitball this, I don't like dishes. I found a recipe for lemon cake, gluten-free, dairy-free cake, and I was like, oh, that sounds like a good idea. And I modified it because I needed a snack, and as I said, I hate washing up. So the ratio was like 1 cup, 1 cup. So we pour a bit, you should sieve this. If you don't want to though, I'll show you a little trick. So we pour as much as you want really. But I say it's maybe like 1/2 cup full. And then what we're gonna do is take a spatula and we're just gonna sort of mix it like to try and get as many of the lumps out as possible, because the last thing you want is lumpy bread. Right, next thing we've got is ground almonds. It's a super simple recipe, genuinely one of the easiest. Oh, also preheat the oven to about 180 degrees. I think I whacked it up to 220. Should be about 180. So ground almonds, again, you should sieve this. Now what you want is sort of the same amount of the flour you've just put in. Now this acts as a bit of protein, just what you want when making bread, right? I forgot one more thing, you do need coconut milk. That's okay, we'll do that in a sec. Dry mixture first, that's where we're at. Mix it up, and it should be mostly lump-free. The best part is you can effectively just smush it against the wall of like the bowl, not like an actual wall. Right, once that's done, I would now recommend actual tools. You need a teaspoon. Baking powder, look, I've got to be honest, I don't remember what does what. Just make sure it's vegan and gluten-free if that's the recipe you're going for. I think I went for like a little teaspoon, sort of. Yeah, I think it was a teaspoon of that. And then bicarbonate soda, which I think you need less of. Now this, I believe, helps it raise. So I take about that much. It's not really, it's fine. We're just gonna dump it in. And that's all you need, a little spoonful. That is it. Then again, smush it in because you want it to be even. And now comes the fun part. You have the coconut milk. Coconut milk, use Cocoa Original. You can use the unsweetened version. I believe this is what takes experimentation, really, because you haven't sieved anything. So you sort of, if I remember correctly, I sort of do a bit of a splash of that. Not too much, because what I realised once when I made the mistake was when you put the honey in, that's also quite liquidy. So with this one, again, you sort of just, anyway, however much you want. Depends how much you want it to be a bread or a cake. And now we mix. So it should be, if I remember correctly, not too thick because you want it to be airy. Now you'll see, so that kind of, it looks like gloop, to be honest, but it's good gloop. I did forget one vital thing though, and that is salt. Whatever salt you got, it doesn't really matter. But salt seasons everything. That's something, again, on my cooking journey, I didn't quite realise. Mix the salt in so it's even. And the thing that I love about this is it's not messy. It's really easy to just put it in your little cake dish. And we're gonna now pour. It's a little bit harder when you're filming it. We're just gonna pour that bread, cake mix, whatever it is. I think I didn't make enough. Cooking time varies on how much you've made, okay? So we have a little dish, even it out, and then it's liquidy enough. Now this goes in the oven, and I think it goes in for about 15 to 20 minutes, okay? And that's it for the time being. We'll leave it. I'll come check back in 10 minutes. So it's been 10 minutes. Let's see what it looks like. From here you can kind of see the marks. And you can see it's rising. Oof, steaming up. But it's not cooked yet, so I think we'll leave it another 10 minutes. So this is it after 5 minutes. You can see it's browning. I think I'm gonna give it another 2 or so. See what happens. So it's been about 20 minutes. It's a little bit brown, but it looks like bread. The best kind of way to test it, I normally put it on cooker, a little bit safer. We get a knife and we just stab it through, make sure that it's basically, you know, make sure it's cooked, nothing's sticking to it, so it's done. Now I've got to figure out how to take it off. I need a plate. Try and open it, I guess. Get another knife and just sort of pry it off, I guess. It's not coming off. It's not coming off. So, take the plate over here and just cut a bit off. Now, should really let this cool because there's no real way to eat it, but you can see what it looks like. That's kind of how it looks, yeah? It will crumble, that's okay. It just will. Take a little piece like that. It smells very much like flour. And it tastes like it too. If you're following this recipe, don't be shy with the honey. It's nice if you had like a spread or something with it, but it could have done with more honey. Apart from that, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this recipe. Let me know if you do, and see how teddies go.